Hi, my loves. Welcome to your first social emotional learning lesson. Today, I've got a really great story for you. So, if you want to pause the video here and get all cozy like I am, maybe throw on a sweatshirt or grab a blanket or your favorite stuffy, you can do that now. So, friends, I want you to think about, what do I have in common with my friends? Hmm. In class, sometimes we go like this to say that we agree with something that someone said. So during our lessons, you're constantly showing how you have something in common with your classmates. Today's story is about two friends who are a little bit scared to get to know somebody new. We're going to learn how talking to people shows us that we have lots in common. Ready for our story? Every morning at 8 o'clock, Mia and Jordan met at the great oak tree in the middle of the park to walk to school together. They always took the shortest path from their treehouse to Harmony Street School so that they would have lots of time to play before the bell rang. One morning, they raced to school quickly, eager to have another contest hanging from the monkey bars. They both loved the monkey bars. I heard something that they have in common. Did you catch it? You're right, they both love the monkey bars. When they got to the schoolyard, they ran straight to the jungle gym. They stared right at each other and tried not to laugh as they hung onto the monkey bars for as long as they could. Whew! I give up, said Mia, letting go of her bar. My arms are tired. Jordan dropped to the ground a second later and laughed. Finally! I thought you were going to beat me for the fourth day in a row. You're really strong. The kids stood up, brushed the sand off their clothes, and saw Max and his twin sister Maddie dashing through the gate on the other side of the playground, just as the bell began to ring. Max and Maddie were new in their class this year. Mia and Jordan didn't know them very well yet, but they did know that every day they got to school at the very last minute. The next morning, Mia and Jordan met at the treehouse and headed down the path to school. They heard some laughter in the distance and turned around to see Max and Maddie walking down a different path that went in the opposite direction. Where are those two going? Mia wondered. Jordan shrugged. I don't know, but that's probably why they never get to school on time. Maybe they don't know the shortcut, said Mia. We should ask them if they want to walk with us. But we don't even know them, answered Jordan. Wouldn't that be kind of weird? What would we talk about all the way to school? Well, said Mia, let's at least find out where they're going. They decided to follow Max and Maddie down the other path. It was hard to keep up with the twins because they were walking so fast. By the time Mia and Jordan reached the curve in the path, Max and Maddie had disappeared. Mysterious. Now we'll never know where they're going, said Jordan. Suddenly they heard giggling from behind some nearby bushes, and out jumped Max and Maddie. You were hiding from us, said Mia. Well, you were following us, replied Max. Jordan and Mia's cheeks turned red. Yeah, we were, they admitted. Why didn't you just ask us where we were going? Wondered Max. Jordan looked at him shyly. Wouldn't it have been weird if we just started talking to you? Actually, it would have been nice to have others to talk to on the way to school, said Max. We don't really know anyone else yet. Hey, everybody, called Maddie from down the path. Let's hurry so we're not late for school. So, do you think that it was right for them to follow them instead of just asking where they were going? Interesting. The four kids hurried down the path until they came to a tree with a pile of rocks next to the trunk. This is the place, said Max. He quickly climbed up the tree and scooted onto a sturdy branch. Then He pointed ahead, saying excitedly, "Look at this!" It was a bird's nest with 3 tiny eggs. "We found this last week, so we've been coming every morning to see if the eggs have hatched," Maddie explained. "I've never seen a baby bird," said Jordan, "but I do have a pet parrot. He's really funny when he tries to imitate me. Sometimes he even tries to imitate the doorbell when it rings." Maddie laughed and said, "Well, our dog barks every time the doorbell rings, so it sounds like we both have some really noisy pets." Did you catch what they have in common? Brain match. They both have really noisy pets. Nice job listening. "You can come up and see the nest as long as you don't bother the eggs," called Max from above. "Or you can look through my binoculars," offered Maddie. "I don't like climbing high like Max does, so I just use these." Jordan and Mia thought about the monkey bars and laughed. "We're pretty good at climbing too," they answered, and they scrambled up the tree to take a closer look at the nest. Pretty soon it was time to go to school. The kids headed back down the path together and talked about all the other places they had explored in the park. Mia and Jordan, their new friends, Mia and Jordan told their new friends about the dry creek bed with the shiny river stones, and Max and Maddie told them about their hiding spot under a huge weeping willow tree. The kids decided to meet at the park after school to see what new places they could discover together. Just as they arrived at school, the bell began to ring. The 4 kids walked into their classroom together. What do all 4 friends like to do? You're right. They all like to hang out at the park. Interesting. Well, friends, I hope that you liked my story. That was the end. I want you to think, how can you learn what you have in common with other people? Okay, I heard some really interesting ideas. Friends, how did Jordan and Mia learn what they have in common with Max and Maddie? They didn't learn what they have in common by following them. They learned by, oh, what'd you say? By talking to them. So true. So, right now, I want you to think about how talking to people can help you figure out what you have in common with them. What can you talk to new people about? Definitely. I'm sending so much love. You're right. You could talk to new people about what you like to do and asking them what they like to do, or just asking them about themselves. I love it. Awesome, friends. So keep this in your brain. If you want to learn what you have in common with other people, then you should talk to them. Be brave. Be kind. Love you all so much. I hope you enjoyed my story.